After disappointing losses to Florida, Memphis, and Arkansas, the Sugar Bowl would be a rewarding end of the season to fans and players alike. Once the game was over and all the photos had been taken, the editorial staff here at the Daily Mississippian had decisions to make. They knew that this paper would be a souvenir, and they wanted to make sure it captured the magic of the game. The company has grown significantly in the past 4 years. It Is Good now makes everything from cell phone covers to hats, but it all started with custom shirts like these. Here at the Union, Alpha Phi is beginning their recruitment process, which gives women on campus a different option when it comes to sorority recruitment. Women who join Alpha Phi have the opportunity to become founding members of the newest sorority at Ole Miss. Chad Kelly's journey began in Buffalo, New York as a 4-star high school prospect. He committed to Clemson University during his junior year, and it was at Clemson where he ran into trouble. After an argument with head coach Dabo Sweeney, he was dismissed from the team for detrimental conduct. Here he found his way to East Mississippi Community College, where he led the team to a national championship. He later signed with Ole Miss, but ran into more trouble along the way after getting into a fight with a bouncer outside of a Buffalo nightclub. But that was then, and this is now.
I think the first thing that stood out was how much of a coach and person Coach Freeze was. And I just thought that he was perfect for me, and his values that he had in life and in football were exactly what I needed to better myself on and off the field. I think just off the field, I've just grown so much since being here, just that I have a father figure just always constantly reminding me Christ is with you through everything, no matter what's going on. And as long as you have him in your life, there's nothing else that can overtake that.
A spring break trip to Haiti with Ole Miss FCA was the turning point in Kelly's personal growth.
I think going to Haiti and going house to house was just kind of unique. And just hearing those people, how thankful they are, and with such little stuff that they have, through your platform that God has given you, you can help others grow through Christ and understand different things, and I think that's really what was life-changing.
1 year ago, Kelly sat in a Mexican restaurant and watched on TV as Ole Miss beat Alabama. This year, he was on the front lines and led the team to their first back-to-back victory over the Tide.
To now be out there on a Saturday doing that and beating that team you were watching, it was just like it was destiny. You seen it happen. You were watching that game and thinking, man, I wonder if I'll be playing for one of these two teams. And next thing you know, you're playing for Ole Miss, and we get that win against them, which is just amazing.
For Newswatch, Waverly McCarthy.
Mississippi State wins big, and now Ole Miss knocks off Alabama. Hugh Freeze takes his football teams and knocks them off.
Every Ole Miss student remembers the moment when the Rebels upset Alabama. Guy Thornton vividly recalls rushing the field and watching as the goalpost came down.
As soon as the game was over, everybody kind of went nuts and jumping over the side of the stadium, running onto the field, but it was hard to run because there were so many people. People were hanging from the goalposts, of course. I was actually pledging my fraternity at the time, and I remember the paper coming in, and it would be all over every table in our fraternity house, and everybody had a copy of themselves, just sitting down reading it, and I grabbed a copy too, and it's in my room right now, actually. So.
The iconic photo featured on the front page of the Daily Mississippian that following Monday instantly went viral on social media, but many do not know the photographer behind the photo.
I tweeted it out on mine, and it immediately started getting a whole lot of interaction, and then I shared it with somebody else to put in their online photo gallery, and he tweeted it out without my watermark, and it went viral amazingly from there.
Once the game was over and all the photos had been taken, the editorial staff here at the Daily Mississippian had decisions to make. They knew that this paper would be a souvenir, and they wanted to make sure it captured the magic of the game.
Well, we knew the day after the game we wanted to make a paper that really had an impact, and that, it was a historic moment. We wanted to make a historic paper. So we started out with a bunch of tacky and cheesy things, like rolled Bama, or rolled the Tide, and we were just like, that's lame, that's so overdone. And I think it was my news editor, Logan Kirkland, who was just saying the whole hotty toddy cheer, and he finally got to that part, Ole Miss by damn, and I was like, wait a minute, that sounds awesome. I never imagined that it would be as impactful as it was.
Reprints of the front page are now being sold to commemorate that historic win. Waverly McCarthy, Newswatch.
Yeah, I'm going. Of course, if the Rebs going to Sugar Bowl, I'm down Bourbon Street. I'm going to the game. I'm there for sure.
Here's Manning rolling out to the right.
It's been 45 years since Ole Miss has been to New Orleans to play in the Sugar Bowl, a bowl game the Rebels have made many appearances at, going 8 times in a 17-year span. In the Rebels' last Sugar Bowl, Archie Manning threw for 273 yards and scored on an 18-yard scramble. The former glory of Archie's Rebels seems to be rejuvenated under Coach Freeze, with Ole Miss possibly heading back to the Sugar Bowl, which has many Ole Miss fans jumping for joy.
The Rebels are known for winning Sugar Bowls. I mean, multiple, just in the old school, old 1960 days. So it'll be interesting, and it'll be a great time for all the Rebel fans to go down to New Orleans too.
Yep, I already bought my ticket, so I'm going to go to New Orleans for New Year's Eve either way.
After disappointing losses to Florida, Memphis, and Arkansas, the Sugar Bowl would be a rewarding end of the season to fans and players alike.
We just had a good year. Had a few ups and downs, but we finished strong. And that's the main thing. Oh yeah, it's a prestigious bowl. I mean, we'll represent it well as an SEC school. Depending on who we play, I mean, we're gonna bring the effort that we brought all year. As far as the bowl game, Sugar Bowl is, I mean, for us to be able to play in that and not play in the SEC championship it's all right. It's all right with me. I can speak for the team and say it's all right with everybody.
The Rebels will learn their fate Sunday, December 6th. Ole Miss is expected to go to the Sugar Bowl if Alabama beats Florida this week in the SEC championship game. For Newswatch, I'm Waverly McCarthy. As the newest sorority on campus, Alpha Phi did not participate in Rush last week. It's just now beginning to recruit its first pledge class. Emily Nichols is one of the many educational leadership consultants that is in Oxford helping Alpha Phi colonize a new chapter on campus.
The amount of support we've received from the Greek Life staff, from the Dean of Students office, and from other Greek organizations has been absolutely overwhelming, and I can't say thank you enough to all of those people who have supported us along the way.
Alpha Phi has 164 collegiate chapters stretching from coast to coast. Sorority representatives have been on campus for over a year getting the word out about Alpha Phi's upcoming colonization. Here at the Union, Alpha Phi is beginning their recruitment process, which gives women on campus a different option when it comes to sorority recruitment. Women who join Alpha Phi have the opportunity to become founding members of the newest sorority at Ole Miss.
I joined Alpha Phi because it's almost like it doesn't have a reputation, it doesn't have a beginning, and it's like I can make almost what I want out of it, and it's like I wasn't settling for another house because they picked me. It's like I can kind of make Alpha Phi and make it what I want it to be in like the future.
Even though Alpha Phi does not have a set quota of new members, Nichols explains that they are looking for quality women.
I think Alpha Phi women as a whole are the type of women who want to better themselves. They support each other through lifelong improvement, and I think they're the type of women who are constantly there for each other as well as see a bigger future for our organization.
Alpha Phi will continue to hold their recruitment this week, and bid day will take place on Monday, October 12th. Waverly McCarthy, Newswatch.